Welcome to Origin Stories, your place for comic book geeks, gurus, and just plain old fans. So we haven't covered any comic stuff in a while, and the Avengers Infinity War Prelude Part 1 actually just dropped. So let's talk about that a little bit, because it really fills in some blanks for the upcoming movie. Now, there are spoilers ahead, so if you don't want anything spoiled for you, turn off right now. So this comic starts off with basically a recap of the last scene of Civil War, when Tony finds out that Bucky, under mind control, actually killed his parents, and the ensuing battle took place. It doesn't take long for the story to start filling in the blanks of stuff we didn't see. The first thing that a book addresses is Bucky and T'Challa actually coming to terms. T'Challa admits that he was deceived, and he knows that Bucky Barnes did not actually kill his father. And then he offers Bucky some help to maybe try to cure his mind control issue. Cap and Bucky actually take him up on the offer, but they have some unfinished business that they need taken care of first. And with that, they immediately leave to head to the raft. Now, we see in the movie Cap actually rescue his crew from the raft at the end, but here we actually see him break into the raft and get past the guards. Some difference I did see here was that Cap was actually in uniform, where in the movie he was in his civilian clothes. But still, no shield. Now, once everybody's recovered, we kind of find out what happens to the prisoner characters. Obviously, Falcon joins up with Cap, but Hawkeye makes it really clear he intends to retire and go home and be with his family. We also see Ant-Man reunite with his daughter. One of the most interesting things to me is that we see Wanda return to Vision. Now, not only does it appear that Vision is maybe protecting Wanda, but he's also in his human form, which we saw in the trailer. So I thought that was sort of interesting too. The comic then takes us back to Wakanda. Now here we get our first official look at Shuri, at least the first time she would have technically appeared in the Marvel Universe. And as the story progresses, she is going to be the one to help cure Bucky of his mind control programming. This is also the first time we're kind of demonstrated exactly how smart Shuri is, so I think all that's pretty important, and it'll be a pretty important aspect of not just the Black Panther movie, but Infinity War. Now once we move past here, we actually catch up with Cap and crew, which is Sam Wilson and Natasha, who nobody's wearing costumes anymore, so I guess technically they're not Captain America, Falcon, and Black Widow. They're actually chasing some terrorists that appear to have some sort of bomb. Now a lot of the text has been removed from all these pictures because I didn't want to get any copyright infringements, but in the text it makes it really clear this is a Chitauri-powered weapon, and one of the terrorists suggests that it came from a source inside the US government. And then of course we see Cap and crew put an end to their terrorist intentions. The book closes out with Tony, who appears to be in sort of a sad state. He appears to be all alone, and he is contemplating whether he should just reach out to Cap and help resolve the wedge that's driven between the two of them. The book does close with Tony giving us a clue that he does know of some cosmic threat coming. They didn't really reveal how he knew this, so I'm curious if in part 2 they clue us in on some more of these details. The book was pretty good. I would actually recommend reading it if you're really looking forward to the movie. Part 2 will come out in a couple weeks, and I'll do another recap video for that. I think all these details are pretty big. I think now it makes it pretty clear what happened after the movie, at least in the immediate aftermath. And hopefully it takes some of the stuff off the table that needs to be covered in the next movie. A lot of it's filler, and it would just be sort of a waste of screen time, or maybe screen time they couldn't allocate. What do you guys think of the story that's kind of filled in the gaps between these two movies? Is it to your liking, or is it sort of too simplistic? I do have questions about how Hawkeye just retires and how Ant-Man just goes home without any consequences of what happened. Maybe that'll be explained in the next issue. If you liked this video, click like below. Don't forget to click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.